I figured we can't have a show, we can't talk about New York here without me giving you a little tour of something. You guys got to learn something here. So it's tour time with Tom, huh? All right. Hey, there's me. Look at that. All right. Whoa, hey, I used to be a tour guide. Isn't that cool? Hey, there's me in a hot dog. All right. And there's me in another costume. And here is the dabbing rat. Okay, cool. So today, guys, we are here in the Lower East Side. We've covered a few different places here in New York already in the past shows. We covered Soho. We covered the East Village, Lower East Side. Today, we are going to be covering a little neighborhood known as Tribeca. Oh, yeah, very fancy. Tribeca, huh? It's known for its architecture, its beauty, its culture. Yes, a lot of culture. But it's an amazing place that started out as farms and meadows. It was all farms. It looked kind of like this. This is what it looked like back in the day. Look at that. This is really what it looked like at the turn of the 1800s. It was owned by just a couple people at the time. It was owned by one guy. His name was Anthony Rutgers. You guys know that name? Rutgers University, huh? Rutgers University is also owned by a family called the Janssen family. Couldn't find a picture, but I did Google Janssen guy, and this is what I got. So I think that's him. But they owned the land, and it actually started passing through. It went to actual family. A bunch of it went to a family known as the Lispinards. You may know that name. Lispinards actually have some of the names of the streets derived from some of the children of the Lispinards. Thomas. This used to be Anthony, and it changed to Worth. Leonard, which is where that big old ugly building is located. Anyone there? Anyone here live there? Okay, good. F that place. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So one of the things you need to know is that Trinity Church was actually one of the huge landowners there. Trinity Church, by the way, in case you guys don't know, is the richest parish in the United States because of the land it owns in good old New York, baby. So let that be proof that God is real. Estate. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you see what I did there? That's right. God is real estate. But it's actually, it makes a lot of money, and this is its collection basket right there. And also, some of the streets are named from some of the rich parishioners there. You got Chambers, Duane and Reed, which, by the way, is where Duane Reed gets its name. It was on Broadway between Duane and Reed. Did you guys know that? Well, now you do. If you didn't, look at that. Head exploding time. Oh, man, take that one with you. You can go share that with your friends. All right. But you can see houses like this back when it started to be developed in the early 1800s. Remember, in the early 1800s, the area north of City Hall was pretty much like uninhabited. In fact, when they finished City Hall, which is located there right in front of Chambers Street, right next to the Brooklyn Bridge, they didn't put marble on the back of it. They just put marble on the front because no one lived north of it. So why the hell would they do that? They didn't want to waste money. So that's around 1810. So around this time, you start building a little house like this. This is 1809, Gideon Tucker House. That name checks out for 1809, doesn't it? You're not meeting any Gen Zers with that name right there. But that's the Gideon Tucker House, still there. It's actually right across the street from the Ghostbusters house. You guys know the Ghostbusters firehouse? Has anyone here not seen Ghostbusters? Anyone here not seen Ghostbusters? Be honest. You haven't seen it? Get out. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's a great movie. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. So here we go. Washington Market, down on Chambers Street. This is what started to happen. This is the early 1800s. They make this big old market. It actually grew. It got to this size. It was a big market when they sold things and everything. Remember, the 1820s, this city started to grow because of a lot of things, but this is around the time when Trinity also bought land. They bought land known as St. John's Park. This was St. John's. They opened a little church, a little chapel. This is just south of Canal that they opened this beautiful park. All the gentry in the 1820s, 1830s, they started to live here. And look at them. You could see them walking down the street. Like, hey, Mrs. Johnson, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing great, Mr. Johnson. I don't know. Is that a name that people had? I don't know. But that's them anyway. What is it today? This old ugly thing where you go into the Holland Tunnel. That's that area, unfortunately. But this was around the time that this happened. This is one of the things. So when you're with your friends and you're walking around New York and you're talking just casually, slip in the fact that the Erie Canal was opened in 1825, and it is the reason why New York City became the powerhouse that it is, because at the time, Boston, Philadelphia were kind of bullying New York around, and this was really what changed the game right here. The Erie Canal, that's right, Erie Canal. That's right, there you go. What's that, 15 miles? Oh, okay, I was like, what? It's a lot longer than 15 miles. I was like, yeah, 15 miles. Okay, security, here we go. All right, here we go, we're gonna keep this moving. Here you go. So what happens then? You have the Erie Canal open. Guess what happens? Industry takes off. It starts bringing all these things down, all this products and all this kind of thing. So guess what they do? They build a railway up the west side. You guys know the High Line, right? The High Line is one of the descendants of that same railway. So they built a terminal here where that St. John's place was, right? Where that ugly old circle is. That was a terminal owned by Cornelius Vanderbilt. He bought it from, the church and built a terminal there, and it became a thing, and you have buildings there now today. Look at this building. You know what that is? That was a stable for the American Express. Yeah, because American Express used to be a delivery service. It wasn't a credit card. You didn't have dipshits going to buy bottles at, Marquee with their American Express. They were sending stuff to their loved ones via, horse and carriage. And you had this here as the little, and still there. This guy there is pretty cool, huh? All right. Well, guess what happened, right? After war is another thing you can casually drop into conversation. You say, New York City really kind of fell into disrepair after World War II as industry started leaving the cities for cheaper land outside of the cities and more developed highways and more access to that land. And then they'll be like, wow, you're so damn cool. And then you're going to remember this face. Yeah, all right. Well, anyways, Tribeca was a hellhole. And guess what happened? All the cool kids started hanging out there. Guess what? In the 70s, late 70s, Soho was really cool in the early 70s, but then too many people started going there. So they're like, you know what? Screw this place. Let's go just south to Tribeca. And you know what? Let's copy their little formula of doing the little abreve that the kids love so much, and let's make it Triangle Below Canal. Oh, did anyone here not know that? If someone here didn't know that, you owe me $10,000. That is a good fact right there. That's always, okay, I changed your life. So you had people like the new Saturday Night Live people hanging out there. Oh, that's really cool. You had people like Rick James, yeah. You had people like Janice Dickinson. What do all these people have in common? Quaaludes. No, but they also had in common, they hung out at the Odeon. You guys know that place? Odeon was like this little diner that sold fancy it was kind of cool and like upscale, but they sold also like French fries and stuff, so everyone went and hung out there. It was like a really cool place. It was featured in Bright Lights, Big City. You guys ever read that book or seen that movie with Michael J. Fox? So later on, it starts to get nicer and everything like that. It gets cool. Some people start living there. And then it actually falls into disrepair after 9/11, yeah, unfortunately. This is the point of the show where someone mentions 9/11 and everything goes south. Sorry. But it's true. That's what happened. And this was so close to the World Trade Center that it was affected severely. So you had people like Robert De Niro, who started the Tribeca Film Festival. Yeah, he started the Tribeca Film Festival in 2002 to help pick the neighborhood up. Pretty cool, right? And in fact, at the first Tribeca Film Festival, as if bouncing back from 9/11 wasn't enough, they actually showcased the Star Wars Episode 2, which is, adding insult to injury. Good Lord, let the city recover already, What the hell is that? Good Lord. But that was the Tribeca Film Festival, still going on today. And, and I used to do a little acting myself, so if anyone has any, any connections, that'd be pretty cool, So I could, it's not that old of a headshot, so I could always cut my hair, And you have today an uber fancy neighborhood. Today it's home to tons of celebs. It's home to not up and coming artists anymore, but now it's really fancy. And this is a good example of 443 Greenwich. I don't know if you guys know this building. They call it the paparazzi-proof building of Tribeca. Pretty cool. They have like all the security. They're used to having rich people there and all this stuff. So they have a way to kind of, attract celebrities like The Weeknd. Huh? The Weeknd. You guys know who he is? Huh? Not to be confused with Sunday Scaries or whatever. I don't know what other Weeknd-themed singers there are. And you have people like Justin Timberlake, the king of cool, who just happened to be in a boy band when he was younger. No contradiction there. Also, you have people like Jennifer Lawrence has lived there. And I couldn't find anyone else. As I just go. It's a pretty cool, pretty funny picture, though. Okay. It is today New York City, but depending on what metric you use, it is today New York City's richest neighborhood. You want to know what the average income in Tribeca is? $879,000 a year. Damn. If any of you guys live in Tribeca, now would be a good time to plug my Patreon. Please. Come on, help a guy out. This is an actual photo of the community board meeting right here. That was the joke, come on. And please hire me. Don't forget that. I gotta show that again. Yeah. Okay, guys, here's the deal. We're gonna keep this show going, but before we do, I'm gonna do another little trivia question. I'm gonna do a trivia question based on what we just covered. I'm gonna give away a little prize here, give away a few stickers. Huh? Look at that, a few stickers here, pretty cool. And I'm gonna give away some candy. Huh? That's pretty cool there. And I'm gonna give away this little, this is to clean your glasses. Yeah. But it's in the shape of a subway map. How cool is that? Yeah. I was in Queens and the cops were giving them out at the subway station. I was like, I guess this is how you defund the police. I don't know. You just make them hand out glasses cleaners. Okay. So I'll just do this question here real quick. Let's see. All right, here one of the first big name celebrities to live in Tribeca. Lived right across, actually, catty corner to not catty corner, right across the street from the old Ghostbusters house. JFK Jr. Yeah, JFK Jr. Pretty cool, huh? You guys know JFK Jr.? The Dreamboat. But spoiler alert, he's dead. I hate to break it to you, he died. But here's the question: that he notorious playboy, he dated a lot, but he actually passed away with his wife. Who was his wife? Who said that? Who said it? That was you. Nice work. Wow. Okay. She said it first. There you go. Congratulations. Nice work. What's your name? Sarah. Yeah, where are you from? L.A.? Boo! No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, cool. Are you just visiting? You live in Brooklyn. Okay. Oh, nice. You guys are very close, apparently. You guys have bonded very well. Don't sit next to me, okay? I already have to clean all your dumb dishes, all right? All right, guys, here's the deal. We're going to keep this show going here.